Tony, Ohio State obviously came in a 3-game losing streak. This was maybe one of the better games we've seen from them. What worried you about Ohio State coming in, and how did you feel you coped with them?
Well, I thought that they're very athletic and talented. They're just inconsistent with their youth, and we knew coming into this setting in an ACC Big Ten Challenge, it was going to be a good atmosphere, which I knew it would, and they have ability. And Thad's a heck of a coach. They're going to get there, but they have, what Loving did was impressive. Their ability to block shots. We haven't gone against a team that could block shots like that yet. We were obviously without our point guard, who's 10 points, 6 assists a game. So we knew we'd have to, play strong. And when they started hitting some shots and we were a little slow and sluggish on our closeouts, which is something we work on, it was tough. We had a few lapses defensively, but had enough. And I thought Malcolm really played well for us and carried us where we needed to be carried, but got enough nice lifts from guys like Isaiah and Devin down the stretch and other players.
Tony, you guys pulled out a win tonight without London. What does that do for your guys' confidence to know that you can do that, and what do you see from Darius tonight?
Well, yeah, we're a veteran team that has depth. We talked about that. I've talked about that a lot this year, and so it was an opportunity to see if we were a veteran team that had legitimate depth, and I think that showed against a team that's talented that isn't a veteran team. And again, Darius did a good job. You look at his stat line, a couple big plays. I'm sure there's going to be some areas where we'll find to improve, but he stepped in. Ball handling guards are really important at the college level, any level, and I think that's maybe what's a little different about this year. We have London, obviously Malcolm, Darius can play some point, Devin Hall, and when you have the more ball handlers, guys that can take care of it, that really helps, whether it's driving or making plays or just studying the offense. So Darius did a real nice job with that.
Jeff and then Doug.
Tony, I know you expect more from your guys at the defensive end. It seemed like there was a lack of energy, at least early in the game. And did you worry about that coming in, or any explanation?
Yeah, I don't. I thought we prepared well, and I just thought we were sluggish. It really was. We were slow to closeouts, as I said, a couple breakdowns here and there. There was stretches. And the thing about defense that I know is, we try to pride ourselves on being a defense-first team. You may be out of position. You may be slow to some closeout. But if you hustle, you can kind of find yourself getting in some plays. And I think we had just enough. That's where I thought that Isaiah really brought some energy to us. He always does defensively. And they ran some good stuff. They strung us out, and they put you in some tough spots. So it's a both and. But we had enough sound defensive plays, but we've got to keep improving. That's a work in progress that I'm sure the film will really show.
Malcolm picks up his third foul with 11:23 left. You're up 1. And I guess you were able to keep him out. What were your plans there? How long were you prepared to keep him out, or would you put him back in if it gotten out of hand?
Of course I would have. I thought that he needed a rest. He had been in the whole half, and there was enough time. We'll get him. I was thinking we'll get him back couple minutes or after the media timeout. I didn't want them picking up a quick fourth. And they had players that were capable with some good actions that Thad was running to clear out an attack. So I just thought we're gonna hang tough. We're gonna get, I think I put Darius in. I can't remember who I put in, but the guys held in there. That was probably a highlight of tonight, that they found a way to get some tough buckets, a few stops, and they gave us just enough time to sort of get assembled, and then Malcolm made that nice floater on the lane. That was a big basket for us. So proud of him, and I don't know when exactly, but he was going to have get back in quick if we needed it.
Yeah, we're here, Tony. For the second straight game, it looks like you guys had more three-point attempts than you did free throws. Has that been something that the defenses are packing it in on you guys, or what do you kind of attribute that to?
They pack. When we tried to go to the lane, they just blocked it. We couldn't draw a foul. They just jumped high enough, and we couldn't get into them. Thought Anthony did a good job of adding some pump fakes late, but most of those threes were pretty rhythm threes. And when one guy, Malcolm, was feeling it, took 10 of them. That's where most of them came from. So I think they were really jamming it on him, and it is. They do a decent job. They're solid defensively. I don't know what they're ranked in block shots. I think they're up there in the country, but when they pack it in, and even if you get in there, when our guards a few times got there, I mean, they got it. So I think that probably added to it, and I thought we didn't go inside enough early, but down the stretch you could see we got the shots we needed to.
Take one in front, then take one
Coach, do you have an idea when Parentis will be back?
I do not know. We'll find out. He had his surgery on Sunday, and it just depends. Justin had that same surgery. Anderson last year was back in about a week. I can't remember the exact 8 days it was. I'll tease Justin. I think London has a better body than Justin, so he probably should be able to get back quicker. And Justin was a strong body. But I think it just depends how you respond over the next couple days. And it was just unfortunate that it's our second one in a short amount of time. But I'm obviously sooner than later. But we'll do what's best for him, of course.
Tony, Anthony finished with 10 points, 8 rebounds. I think almost all of that came in the second half. Did you say anything to him at halftime or when you took him out late in the first half?
No, I thought, again, I didn't go with Mike as much. I thought because of their mobility, I wanted to match. I thought Isaiah and Anthony were our most mobile, best defensive lineup. For some reason, in the start the second half, we weren't Tate. We said, well, he's not shooting it real well, and we sort of lost track of him. That was discouraging. But I thought Anthony, as the game wore on, started playing better defensively, and then offensively, we rotated the ball, then got it into him, and we moved the big guys around with a few different things offensively that gave him some chances to draw fouls. I mentioned that he used his pump fake. So, again, we've got to score, and especially without London, inside, outside. We're balanced that way, and that's how it has to be.